Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's that time, it's tarot time with Cindy. Actually, it's Oakmen time. I had a dream last night. It was such a fascinating dream. And they actually came to me in a dream, and that's never happened before. I had a dream that I was trying to cross over like a small little river, and it was like these round rocks, and I was getting ready to go, and all of a sudden it was like this, and almost like a coaster. Like it was this perfectly round cutout piece of wood that was floating down the river, and it had the Oakman's face in it. And I woke up and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So, and here they are. If you're new to my channel, you're not familiar with the Oakmen, they started coming out in my readings, giving us kind of like collective messages in times of need, just prior to and for the most part in the pandemic period. So I do have a playlist on my channel that is just the Oakmen. So you can go back and you can watch some of their readings. They've been really fascinating and kind of interesting over the years. So they came to me in a dream last night. We're going to do an Oakmen reading. Also, to let you know that there is, in the description of this video, you can, there's a link to do a private reading with me if you would like to book. I think it's about 4 weeks. I think it's about a 4-week waiting right now, 4 to 5, something like that. Right now, as I am recording this and then releasing that. Of course, that could have changed if you've come back to watch this a few months later, but there you go. So that's in the description. There's a link to that. We're going to get into the fairy deck with the Oakman, and you may think that this is a live, but you'll probably see me in the comments here. I can read the comments. This is a premiere, so it appears like a live, but it's not. So I get to be in the comments with you. I do hope. You just never know. Sometimes life happens, but I do plan. So hopefully I'm there with y'all watching this unfold. I always love doing a reading with the Oakmen, and I like being present with you guys in the comment section during that. We're going to look at past, present, and future fairy energies that are going on around the collective. At this time, the Oakmen to me are the wise old ones that know everything that's going on in the forest. They know everything that has happened in the past. They know everything that's happening right now, and they know everything that's going to happen in the future, in the forest, in Mother Gaia. Okay, the Oakmen. Past, present, and future fairy energies. Presently. Oh, no, sorry. In the past. Isn't that funny? In the past was gotcha. Something was like, oh, really? Something unexpected happened. It could have felt like, oh, shit. I didn't see that coming, or I didn't know about that. You had a gotcha in the past. Presently, you have, oh, the fairy godmother. Oh, that's nice. You have the fairy godmother. Make your wishes happen. Make your wishes real. This is, okay. This is actually, it's telling me that this energy with the fairy godmother is also, you guys are not making things more difficult in your life than they have to be. So you're kind of like in the flow and in the rhythm. Isn't that interesting that I saw the Oakman coming down the river? Like you're in the flow. You're in the flow. You're in the flow. Okay, you're in the flow. This is also not feeling unworthy of any dreams or wishes that you have that could be bestowed upon you. That's a nice energy. In the future, you have Tome the Poet. Tome the Poet. Tome the Poet. So I don't know, you could be very lyrical. Somebody could be sending you poetry. You could be really attracted to poetry. There could be some interesting rhymes, or even, it could be information through music. All right, gotcha in the past. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Obviously, we're just going to go quickly into it to give you a little tiny bit of a more expanded. Oh, this is a sudden shock and unexpected events and rude awakenings. Is something that happened here in the past for you. This does speak of a sudden, often violent breakdown or existing structures, habits, patterns, and or attitudes. When we become too tightly confined by our own self-imposed limitations, including the desire for comfort and security, gotcha kindly breaks the structure retaining us, whether we think we want him to or not. On a soul level, we know that this is necessary, but on our everyday thoughts, we usually get pretty upset about it. This kind of breakdown, though, often leads to liberation. So that's kind of, whoa, see what I mean? Like, oh, I didn't expect that. No, you probably didn't. But you know what's really incredible is that there was a breakdown here that happened in the past to liberate you. It probably didn't feel too good at the time, but right now you're in this energy where you can receive wishes, things that are truly meant for you. And as long as you really believe that you are worthy of whatever these things are that you wish and hope for and desire in your life, that is helping to bring you towards that path, right? As long as it's for your highest good. You know, there's things that you can wish for that are not for your highest good. So how do I say him? Latome? Loam. What is his name? The poet. Taom. T-A-O-M. Taom the poet. This is clear sight. It is poetry, erotic energy, laughter, and not getting into serious mischief. That doesn't sound like much fun. When Taom turns up in a reading, his presence suggests that youthful spirits and energy abound. This is the time to do exciting things and to tackle projects you've been wanting to do, but for which you perhaps felt you didn't have the time or energy. It may even be the time to write about them, but you probably need to do them first. Okay. Taom often shows up in readings for people who have a talent and inclination for writing. Poetry, adventure, fantasy, or anything else. Possibly the only thing he ever gets very serious about is his writing, and he will spend all the time he needs searching for just the right word. Speaking and writing with conviction and sincerity and the ability to persuade others are indicated by Taom's presence along with an outpouring of ideas. You may also find yourself thinking about romance and deciding that you want more of it in your life. This doesn't necessarily mean looking for someone new. It might well involve putting some romantic fizz into a relationship that has become overly routine. Okay. Actually, he just has a very sort of like Knight of Cups energy, doesn't he? It's kind of a very Knight of Cups energy. It's very hopeful. I want tarot. I would like some tarot. I'm ordering at a restaurant from the Oakmen. I would like some tarot. Okay, what happened? What happened in the past? The gotcha. What exactly happened here? The Five of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. Well, it was sad. It was sad. Something sad happened here, and it put you in a new direction. It may have even, things may have even pulled away from you. You may have pulled away from things and even possibly people here. But this is actually steering you right. It's putting you in the right direction. There could have been a lot of movement. There could have been a change in residency. There could have been a change in your job or your career. There could have been a change in some sort of family dynamic. But it just felt like all of a sudden you were like going in this direction, like really fast. What was the lesson in that? What was the lesson in that for the collective? Oh my gosh. The Star and the Eight of Pentacles. Wow. Your blessings? Deep healing. Healing really deep, maybe soul level. I'm saying soul level. Not to say that the soul can't be injured. I mean, over an extended period of time, I think it could be depleted. But sort of soul level is, I'm leaning into more of lifetimes, like challenges, karmic energies that you've experienced over lifetimes and healing that long term. But this is feeling like a blessing. This may even have something to do with the indication of this gotcha energy could have been something significant from moving you from your south node kind of like to your north node as well. Like this feels like it was a very dramatic change in your life. Could have even been finding like a calling here for yourself, like finding something that you're meant to be doing. Bringing God into your work. Being connected to source in your work. Okay. And that, what does that bring you right now? To the fairy godmother. The Seven of Wands and the King of Wands. No, you kind of like, I don't know if I want this. I want this. Yeah, you kind of like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. Not sure about him. Not sure about this situation. It could be. Now, there's two ways this could be unfolding. There could be some sort of opportunity here for you to really take the lead in life, for you to be a leader by example. There could also be an opportunity here for you to do something that you really want to do. It could be something that really satisfies some sort of need or desire that you have in your own life that you would like to achieve. But you are holding back on it. You are kind of like guarded from this. It's almost like the fairy godmother is trying to give you an energy, maybe, well, not an energy, could be, because there's no pentacles here. It could be an energetic exchange at this point, but you might be trying to refuse it or guard yourself from it. Now, this could be a person too, right? Like I described, it could be like you being given the opportunity here to really take the lead and, I don't know, really do something in your own dynamic way. But you're guarding. So tell me about, why are you guarding? Why is the collective kind of guarded about this? The Sun, the Seven of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. Well, they're guarded because there's some kind of like weird, unusual behavior around it. There's maybe even a situation around you that feels strange and unusual. It's almost like this right? Like it feels like, with the Sun, it feels like, it does feel like a wish. It feels like the fulfillment of something very profound, but yet it comes with the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Cups. So it feels like it's coming with some type of, it's not coming straight. It's not coming straight towards you. It's coming a bit sideways, but it also feels like maybe, does it come with an ultimatum? Or does it feel like it comes with an ultimatum? Or does it feel like it comes with a side of, the word that I'm looking for? Like you could be accepting something and you don't know all of the fine points of what it is that you're accepting. You know, it's almost like signing a contract without reading the fine print. It's kind of like how that feels. Like that's why you're kind of guarded and protective about this. You don't want to be signing a contract. And if this could be a spiritual contract, you could feel like it's a spiritual contract. You could feel like it's maybe even some sort of karmic energy that you might be accepting here. And there's something else that comes with it. You know? Okay, so tell me about the King of Wands. The Moon, the Ace of Wands, and the Death card. Okay, I do feel like this has a lot to do with you taking control over your life and you having kind of like showing up and being brave here. It's to move past your fears. It's to trust your gut. Trust your gut. Maybe even find some sort of new level of inspiration. So, okay, what's appearing here that the energy that you seem to be guarded about, I feel like what it's meant to do is it's kind of meant to inspire you to move through it or figure out how you can read all the pages in this spiritual contract if that's something that it feels like it is. Because this gives you movement. This gives you some type of rebirth here. This could have something to do too with your I don't know, willingness to interact or engage with very masculine energies. I say that to me, the King of Wands is like the most kind of like masculine entity. Right, he's the King of the Wands. So he's got the wand in his hand and he does in that picture. There might be some sort of apprehension towards that as well. And this is all about you, I want to say to some degree, right? It's like finding your confidence here, but it's moving beyond your fears and trying to see past any illusions. There might be an illusion here that is being presented in some type of a wish that could be granted towards you. And it's to see past that illusion and to recognize what it is that you are accepting or what it is that you are not accepting. What does the Fairy Godmother have to say to the collective? Look at that. Karma. But is this also the Judgment card? Well, you know, we're going to have to pull out more cards for that. So, karma. Judgment, though, is a new beginning, is rising up and claiming your place where you're meant to be. Karma. Judgment. The Nine of Cups just hopped, skipped, and jumped and landed on the Star and the Eight of Pentacles. This is you. This is, I don't know. I feel like this is something that you wished for. Maybe it's coming up a little bit like, be careful what you wish for. You might just get it. It could be that. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Ooh, the Emperor. There's that masculine energy. Something that is hidden. Something that is hidden from you. You're either hiding from a self-actualization here for yourself, and you're just leaning into perhaps even just the King of Wands energy here. The Emperor energy is being hidden. The Eight of Cups. The Ace of Swords and the Nine of Wands. There's some type of truth here that you haven't received, that it feels like you're apprehensive about receiving whatever this is that is coming towards you, or what this fairy godmother wants to give to you. I kind of want to say too, like, it's almost as if, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I would probably feel the same way that you guys might be feeling, and something that you're dealing with here. Because if somebody's asking you to accept something without knowing all of the details of the contract or signing on, that feels a bit manipulative, and it also feels a little bit like, is there something going on here that could be trying to tie you into something karmic? There's something going on here that could be trying to tie you into something karmic. I don't know. I think you have to figure it out. I know, I'm looking at the camera, I'm like, they're thinking, well, is there, Cindy? Well, I don't know, because you didn't get the karma card. You didn't get the karma card. The fairy godmother. Let's not skip her. To me, she's kind of straightforward, but let's just double check on it. Wow, we turned right pretty much almost to her page. Gifts, talents, grace, helpful lessons. Okay, I do feel like there's some type of a lesson that you're working through with this. Sari offers last-minute rescues. I guess that's the name of this fairy godmother. When she turns up in our readings, good things may well be happening that we don't think we deserve, or that we do deserve but haven't thought to ask for. Almost imperceptibly, she teaches us about giving and receiving unconditionally, helping us to open our hearts to love and acceptance. She sometimes showers us with abundance. Keep an eye out for unexpected good fortune, especially when you thought you saw bad luck headed your way. Remember to say thank you by passing a kindness on to someone else. Practice a little fairy godmothering yourself and see how enjoyable it is. Part of the fun of it is to do it so that the recipient doesn't know where the gift came from. That's interesting. But that's also really fascinating because, right, it said this is, keep your eye out for unexpected good fortune, especially when you thought you saw some sort of bad luck headed your way. And that is kind of like what I'm seeing here in the cards. So obviously, maybe just let things unfold around you. Keep doing whatever you're doing, right? Like, it's just, I'm reading the energy. I'm just showing you what the energy is right now. In the future, you have Tome the Poet. The Knight of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Ten of Swords. Oh my gosh. That's almost like talking about pain. Talking about pain. Talking about betrayal. It's looking deep within betrayal and painful endings. Can you tell me about the Ten of Swords? But it's almost like you're documenting it or you're expressing it. Tome the Poet, the Ten of Swords. The World, oh, and the Six of Pentacles. Oh, it feels like finding that way to give of yourself. Finding that way to give. This is closing off a cycle of some type of painful betrayal that you've been through. It may even be closing off a cycle here that has been very sort of like long-term and progressive, where you have been isolated or you've been doing a lot of shadow work or self-reflection. Isn't that interesting? The Six of Pentacles. This is like, actually, things become real over here, and the Tome energy in the future. It does it ever. Because, right, I didn't get any. I haven't had any Pentacle cards at all. No, well, I did. I actually did for the past. we had the, what was the lesson here? But it was moving something, it was moving the heavens to earth and you working in that. Moving the heavens to earth and you working in that. That was the only place we had Pentacles until we got into the future, where we have the Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and now we have the 9 and the 3 of Pentacles. This is kind of coming across as a very willing and able to build, to work, collaborating, building together, creating something. You're coming out of a period here. Maybe this is also, you're in a period right now where you're trying to move out of expecting the worst, and instead of expecting the worst, you're being more hopeful for the best, right? What is that phrase? Plan for the worst and hope for the best? Something like that, right? Like still be prepared, but hope for the best. I mean, that could be what the energies that are going on around you right now as well. The Knight of Swords is at the bottom. So seeing clearly, moving clearly, without hesitation. All right, we're going to go into these little spirit animal oracle deck. We're going to ask, okay, what is an unexpected truth about yourself? What is an unexpected truth about yourself? What is an unexpected truth that you have learned about life? And what is an unexpected truth about someone around you? An unexpected truth about yourself, an unexpected truth you've learned about life, and an unexpected truth about someone around you. An unexpected truth about yourself. Bring your ideas to life. Wow. You are more of a manifester than you realize. Your ideas can become real. Your ideas can become, well, a three-dimensional physical thing in your life. Bring your ideas to life. What is an unexpected truth you've learned about life? Well, oh my God, isn't that funny? Bring your ideas to life. And then the next question is, what is an unexpected truth that you've learned about life? Co-create with spirit. Okay. And what is an unexpected truth about someone around you? Bring a gentle touch. That's interesting. Bring a gentle touch. Or maybe somebody wants you to bring a gentle touch. Maybe somebody does have a gentle touch. Time to heal. Be playful. Oh, that's interesting. That is, like, don't take things so seriously here. Have fun. Enjoy life. I was about to put the cards down. You had 2222 there. This unexpected truth about yourself. What idea have you brought to life that seems very unexpected? The Seven of Cups. Wow, the Ten of Wands. Oh, and the Queen of Wands. Well, that's interesting. Yourself. I mean, that's a sense of self right there. Not knowing who you are. Carrying the weight of this unknown. And then becoming you. It's kind of giving me that vibe where I asked a long time ago, like, how do we all get here? Like, how did we, like, literally, for real, get here? And I was told that we dreamed ourselves alive, right? And isn't that interesting? To an unexpected truth about yourselves is that you bring your ideas to life. You are your idea. You are you. You are learning what the idea of you has always been, and you're creating it. You're bringing it out of the fog. You're owning it. I'm going to say you're owning it with the Ten of Wands. And then you are, well, that's also interesting because you have the King of Wands up here and you're like, but maybe when you really truly understand who you are, you can accept whatever it is that the fairy godmother wants to give to you. When you understand who you are, you see how something might be in alignment with you for you to receive. Some of you could have even manifested someone. Like if the King of Wands is an energy too that you see as yourself, you could, like, an unexpected truth about yourself is that you may have manifested, a partner. And if this is like a counterpart, the King, Queen of Wands is probably somebody who would be just as feisty, feisty. I don't know about stubborn. It's kind of like when two people meet their own match, right? Okay, now there's something else that's coming in here. So I could be picking up on the energy here of someone who might be struggling with their own, I don't know if struggling, maybe the struggle is past, or maybe the struggle hasn't even necessarily been as internal as it has been external, but it could have something to do with gender identity here for someone as well, right? So this bring an idea to life, bring your ideas to life, like who you are, who you want to be, how you want to be seen. An unexpected truth you have learned about life is to co-create with spirit, not just to do it on your own. The King of Pentacles. Oh, that's interesting. The King of Pentacles is the co-create with spirit. The King of Pentacles. What is that all about? Oh, the Five of Pentacles. And the Six of Swords. Oh, this is moving away. This is, okay. This is like not having as much of a dependency on the resources of maybe yourself, maybe others. It is to move away from where we sometimes, in the areas where we may find like some sort of physical security. It feels like moving away from that, or not being completely dependent upon it and being open to what changes, and you had changes in the past here, open to what changes could occur for you in the future if you kind of have faith. If you have faith here, it could even be moving away from, I don't know, a prominent position, status. Wow, it goes into the Lover's card. There you go. That's spirit. That's your divine path and choice here. An unexpected truth you've learned about life. It could be love. I mean, it could be love. It could be that love moves all mountains. Well, what is the, it's not Kali. Who is the Hindu god that destroyed everything? And so that the only thing that existed was love. There was nothing else in the way. Getting that vibe here. Because the Six of Swords is spirit moving you. Also moving you out of lack. Even when you possibly see or you feel that you don't belong, you find the path that you belong on. An unexpected truth about someone around you. Bring a gentle touch. The Six of Wands and the Strength card. That's interesting. What this touch is about. Somebody around you has a gentle touch, but they could be holding back. The Six of Wands. That's success. This is success. Maybe if you approach somebody cautiously and gently, it's almost like they're saying, bring a gentle touch. Someone is saying, bring a gentle touch. And this is an unexpected truth about someone around you. Maybe somebody could be softer, yeah, just softer, more gentle than you may think. What do you think of this person? The Eight of Swords, the Fool, and the Devil. I gotta say that there's things that you don't know about them. So maybe there's a lot of things you don't know about someone around you. There's a lot that you don't know about this person. The Fool and the Devil. You could feel like this person, maybe you feel like this person is even connected to whatever this fairy godmother energy is, right? Like it's having this, it's expect something good even when you think that there could be something bad. Like try to shift that thought process. The Four of Wands is at the bottom. So celebrating happiness, joy, union. Y'all, that's what I have for you. I just wanted to see what the little Oakmens had to say for us because they appeared kind of going down the river there. I don't know. Where are they going? I should ask. Where are the Oakmen going in my dream? Where were they going? They're going down the river. Where are y'all going? Yeah, let's find out. Let's ask them. Here they are. Where are you going? No! What? This death card came out. Oh. What does that mean? You're not leaving us, are you? And then all this came up face down. All this is face down. What do we do? 53. The death card. Natural timely endings. Release and liberation. Something, oh my God, I feel like I'm going to cry. Where are they going? Something has reached a natural ending, and there is substantially and irrevocably change in the works. This change may be inner or outer, or most likely both. It is timely and natural, but there may be much resistance to it. Leaves fall every autumn. In the spring, okay, maybe it's just to get ready for winter. In the spring, the trees are green again with new leaves. Make room for the new in your life. Let the old go, lovingly, gently, and willingly. I don't know if I'm ready for this. I really know if I'm ready for this. What the fuck? What do you mean you're going? Is that why they appeared in my dream? They've never appeared in my dreams before. Oh. Well, I don't know what to say about that. How can they just go? Just like that? It's funny. There's been times where they've gotten like really, really quiet and I haven't felt their presence. And I thought, well, maybe they're gone. But this is like so dramatic. It feels so dramatic, no? Death. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm having like, oh my God. I'm pretty sure I was 47 when they came. Yes. And I'm 53 now. Oh my God. That is crazy. That's it? Oh. I think I'm going to have like a cry period. It's so sad, no? That is literally. I remember thinking that at one point. I thought, oh, they popped up their card number 47 when I was 47. And now they're going away when I'm 53. I wonder what the significance of that is. The death card. Be generous of spirit. It's almost like their spirit is going. Don't know. I think it was 32. No, 3223. It was a mirrored number when I said that. Be playful's at the bottom again. Open to infinite possibilities. Sometimes life stings. Be loyal. Let it shine. Sometimes life stings. Open to infinite possibility and be playful. I feel like they're like going away. I'm going to need to sit with this for a while. Like, meditate on this. Be generous of spirit. The Magician and the Page of Wands. Wow, don't stop talking. Don't stop talking. Don't stop talking. What you say, you can manifest with your words. I've said that before. It's almost like it's some type of confirmation. Are they helping us to manifest? That's the other thing too. I feel like it could be helping to manifest. Your words. Be generous with your words. Maybe that is taking you to the in the future to Ohm the poet. I don't know. So I feel like I feel like this is almost like the official end. Oh, I wanted to say too, with one of the things that I've always felt, and I feel like this is also a confirmation, and I've had it a few times during readings confirmed, that you know, by saying something, whether we verbalize it or we write it and whatever that, oh, your thoughts. Yeah, turn your ideas, bring your idea to life. Say it, write it, because it makes something that is in the liminal space immediately come into the 3D. Like you birth it. You birth it into the 3D by doing that. Is that like sort of a final message? I feel like I should ask for a final message. Giving them like the side eye. I don't know about this. Really? What's your final message, Oakman? No. Okay, you said fairy deck. Okay. What's your final message, Oakman? Are you really giving a final message as you go down the river? Geo the slow. Take time and notice everything. That's kind of a very Oakman-y thing to say, no? Yeah. Take time and notice everything. Oh, that gnome at the bottom. Trickster at the bottom. He better not be tricking us. Well, maybe it would be better if he was, to be honest. Or they were. I feel like they're a multiple entity. Cycles of time, slowness, waiting, and patience. So this is the Oakman's final message. I think, I don't know, I'm going to have to sit and meditate on this for a bit and sit with this message. Slow down, sit back in your chair, and think a little. Why are you going so fast? What do you hope to gain from it? Are you metaphorically trying to push the river? What kind of stress is being created in your life by hurrying? The presence of Geo in a reading indicates that the situation or issue is part of a long process that cannot, well, be hurried. It is important to settle in for a long haul and to set a pace that you can maintain for as long as needed, while remaining relaxed and patient. If you are short on patience, try cultivating your acquaintance with the singer of the chalice, card number 12. I'm going to go there for anyone who might need that. You will find life much more delightful if you do. Geo himself clearly does. Don't judge from his face. Oh, he looks happy, no? Very wrinkly. Okay, so anyone who is going to struggle with this patient thing that the Oakmen are telling us, very sagey, no? Be patient. Don't push the river. The singer of the chalice, trust, joy, patience, creativity, hope, and miracles. With the help of the singer of the chalice and of the fairies, you too can get this one feeling that is all the good feelings in one. Unconditional love, trust, hope, healing, patience, and so on. Open is open. Be open. If you don't know how, ask. It is right there. I'm going to read the reverse, okay? Because that's for anyone who's struggling. Because it's also interesting. You all got the 7 of Wands with the Fairy Godmother. Trust is what enables us to be open to other parts of the song of the singer of the chalice. Without enough trust in this process to open our hearts, we close ourselves off from the singers and the song, decreasing the amount of all those other powers and energies that we allow to flow through us. We can never close off any part of the song entirely, so this tells us that there is always a little bit of courage or hope or whatever we can find within ourselves and use that as the key to open the door to more. When we perceive the song of the singer to be muted, its chalice to be dry, it is only that we need to ask ourselves, why not? Then don't even try to answer that. Just open our heart's door. That is the final message of the Oakmen. I feel like it is. I gotta go have a cry now. It's just like, wow, that's it? Well, there they are. I mean, they're still in the deck. I don't know what that means. What's that mean? Are they preparing for some type of rebirth even possibly? For some type of rebirth? Maybe. Maybe they will come to us in some other form here. Be generous of spirit. Take it slow. Be patient. Open your hearts. These are the messages of the Oakmen. And that is what I have for y'all. I did not expect that, but it is what it is. Thank you so much, everybody. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.